Did you know that in Texas, you can spend the night in a treehouse that sits 35 feet off the ground, or sleep inside a real-life vintage train car overlooking wide-open hill country? And that's just scratching the surface, y'all. When it comes to one-of-a-kind Airbnbs, Texas ain't just big, it's downright wild. Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Lone Star Plate, where every episode is deep-fried in Texas pride and served up fresh. Today, I'm taking you on a road trip from the Panhandle to the Gulf, revealing the absolute wildest, most jaw-dropping Airbnb stays you can find right here in the Lone Star State. So whether you're a local looking for your next weekend adventure, or you've always dreamed of tasting true Texas hospitality, stick around, because I guarantee you've never seen beds, bathtubs, or even barns like this before. Now, here's why you need to keep watching. Not only will these places blow your mind, but some of them book up a year in advance. That means if you snag one of these hidden gems, you'll be the envy of every Texan this side of Big Bend. And I'll also throw in a few tips on how you can book these stays, plus some insider secrets on what makes them so unforgettable. All right, let's saddle up and kick things off with a spot that's straight out of a Texas fairy tale, the Treehouse Utopia, nestled along the crystal-clear Sabinal River. Picture this: hand-built tree houses, each with its own theme. One's a romantic chapelle, another's called the carousel. These ain't your backyard plywood shacks, folks. They've got luxury soaking tubs, floor-to-ceiling windows, and balconies where you can watch deer wander beneath you in the morning mist. Some are perched over 30 feet up in ancient cypress trees, so you truly feel like the king or queen of the forest. Oh, and no kids are allowed, so it's peaceful as can be. Next up, let's roll on down to Round Top, where you'll find an honest-to-goodness Texas silo turned stylish hideaway. It's called the Silo House at Laughing Llama Farm. You heard me right. A farm with real llamas, longhorns, and even miniature donkeys. The inside is surprisingly modern, with 2 levels, a spiral staircase, exposed beams, and views for miles. Mornings here are all about sipping hot coffee while those llamas watch you back like they're judging your taste in boots. Ready for a wild one? How about sleeping inside a repurposed vintage train caboose? Down in Fredericksburg, at the Hill Country's Das Railroad House, you'll find a 1940s red caboose, lovingly restored. Everything is train-themed, from the working conductor's lanterns to the bunk beds, perfect for families and kids who never stopped loving trains. But here's the twist. The backdrop is rolling vineyards and peach orchards, so adults can sip a glass of local wine while youngsters play conductor. If you've ever wanted to glamp out in serious style, the El Cosmico in Marfa is legendary. Here, you'll find not just yurts and tents, but vintage trailers, each with its own design flair. Think disco balls, bright colors, and hammocks strung up under the endless West Texas sky. But it's not just about the lodging. El Cosmico hosts music festivals, outdoor movie nights, and some of Texas's most unforgettable sunrises. Let me tell y'all, stargazing in Marfa is something you'll never forget. Speaking of unforgettable, don't miss out on Texas's cave dwellings. Cavern Suite at the Cave Without a Name near Bourne lets you sleep in a real cave with beds and furniture carved right out of the rock. The air is naturally cool and crisp, and at night, the only sound is water dripping from ancient stalactites overhead. It's spooky and serene, a true Texas treasure you won't find anywhere else. Now, are you the type who craves a ranch experience? Something straight out of a Western movie? Drive on out to the Estancia La Paz Ranch, set on 100 acres near Wimberley. The main home is a sprawling Spanish-style hacienda, but the real draw is the guest house, a barn-turned-luxury suite with old saddles hung on the walls and a porch made for stargazing. You might see wild turkeys roaming or even spot a white-tailed deer at dusk. And if you like, ranch hands will set up a cowboy breakfast, eggs, beans, and fresh tortillas, all cooked over a campfire. But maybe the coast is calling your name. Down in Galveston, the Kettle House is hard to miss. It's a giant UFO-shaped metal house sitting right by the beach. It started as an industrial storage vessel, but was transformed into a groovy crash pad with porthole windows and a rooftop deck made for Gulf sunsets. It's got all the charm and all the weird. According to legend, the Kettle House withstood multiple hurricanes without a scratch. Talk about Texas tough. For those dreaming big, how about one of the most luxurious Airbnbs in Texas? The Bloom House in Austin. This place doesn't have a single straight line. Seriously, it looks like a cross between a fairy tale gingerbread house and a Dr. Seuss sketch. Every window is curved, every room is cozy, and the entire house was hand-built in the 70s as a love letter to nature. Staying here is like stepping into your most imaginative childhood daydream. Now, before I keep going, I want to hear from y'all. Which of these unique Texas getaways would you want to try first? Or maybe you've got a hidden gem of your own. Let us know in the comments. While you're here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss a taste of Texas. All right, if you're after some adrenaline, Texas has you covered there too. Just outside New Braunfels, you'll find the Geronimo Creek Retreat, where you can sleep in a luxury teepee next to a spring-fed creek, then zip line right out of your front door. Or, if you prefer your adventure a little more relaxed, check out the Stardust in Terlingua, a renovated Airstream trailer nestled on the edge of Big Bend National Park. Perfect for sunset views and maybe even some UFO spotting. Hey, you never know in Terlingua. On the other hand, if you like your history with a little haunt, check out the 1890s Magnolia Hotel in Seguin, where you can stay in the bridal suite or the ghost room. Creaky floorboards, original stained glass, and locals swear a friendly ghost with a penchant for Texas hospitality. From tree houses and cabooses to coastal UFOs and rock-solid caves, Texas does unique like nowhere else. Y'all, we are a state of storytellers and dreamers, and these Airbnbs prove it every single time someone opens the door. So grab your boots, pick your favorite spot, and start planning that next adventure, Texas style. Because out here, every night's got a story, and every sunrise promises a new one. Until next time, keep wandering, keep dreaming, and keep Texas in your heart. This is the Lone Star Plate signing off, where the stories are big and the travel just gets wilder from here.